Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to show you the best, in my opinion, the best arena team and champions arena team they do pretty well in both modes. So for this team, it is going to be a Justice League team, but only consisting of legendary heroes. So I have Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman.
Wonder Woman.
For Wonder Woman, what I usually give for her would be any sort of reviving artifact. So Nora Snow Globe, or you could also give her the Kryptonian artifact that regenerates,
Batman.
that revives you once you're dead. I give Batman. You could give Batman whatever you want, honestly, because he does pretty well. It depends on how you build Batman,
Superman.
if he's offensive or defensive. Superman, I for sure gave him the Kryptonian reviving artifact to get that extra attack bonus once he dies, because you guys are going to see that I use Superman in specific scenarios only. So this is a good example. So right here, I have Arkham Knight Batman. He's gonna, let me read you guys the passives. So
Superman.
basically Superman in this team is gonna give everyone better defense. He's gonna tag in once there's an attack from the opponent, so it's gonna deal a lot of damage. If my Superman was built up more, he would do tons more damage. He's gonna give defense to legendary and Justice League heroes, which we have in this team. He's gonna receive and give to his entire teammates that are Batman and Wonder Woman attack and health based on the opponents and your teammates. So here we have 2 Batmans, so that means you get 2 of those attack bonuses. So it would be 360 attack bonus for your entire team. They don't receive it, just you and your team. So I have Nightmare Batman on the first slot for the opposing team. So that means that I'm going to place my Superman, because I don't really use him in fight. He's not really strong. I haven't built him up, so I'll just let him get sacrificed, and then I'm going to end up either tagging in Batman or Wonder Woman. So you would think that just sacrificing Superman is a waste, but honestly, he is, with that 360 attack bonus, is pretty strong, and then he's gonna get more attack bonus for Wonder Woman because she, her passives, basically, once you drop down below like 50% of your health, you're gonna end up getting defense and attack bonus. So you guys see right there that he has a pretty good reflective artifact, but as long as you have a lot of health and some power to use special attack, you guys should overcome it. As long as you get like a few good hits in, because most Nightmare Batmans are not too defensive with that artifact. So that was a pretty easy one. This team goes up against tons. Superman has a lot of regeneration on a special too. If you block an entire special attack, you can regenerate a lot of health. Wonder Woman also has a lot of, basically she gives a lot of attack and defense once you're below 50%, which is good because most of the time you are going to be pretty low on your health. But since Batman regenerates your health once you kill an opponent, it's not that bad because you get that health back, and then you deal more damage because of Wonder Woman's special passive. So you want to be careful like that. At any time, just stay alert to if they use any special attacks, so that you can just spam your special 2 and get some health back and reflect damage to them. I like Wonder Woman because she could just call back anyone in. If you didn't get a chance to finish off your opponent, you just call them back in and they can't do anything. You're gonna end up, if they're surrendered especially, I think it's like automatic KO really if she's really defensive. I mean offensive. She should be, because there's not really a point to make her so defensive. She's just a really good offensive character that breaks down shields. So that was an easy win. I did lose Batman, but I was not really paying attention. I'm playing on the phone, on my phone today, because I don't like the aspect ratio that the other videos have. That it's, since I record that on my iPad, it's not really looking as, it's kind of looking smaller on once you upload it. Hopefully the phone is gonna make it more like wider so that it's not that awkward looking once it's in YouTube. So. And then we have another Arkham Knight man. He's a pretty annoying character, but with this team I feel like they got it down. They have a lot of defensive and offensive capabilities that make it just really easy to take it. So right here, as soon as you start getting hit, you can press your special 3 and you'll interrupt any special attack. But that was weird. Right now the Harley is just attacking me. It didn't go through, it went past. So it's weird. And yeah, once you, honestly, you could just use Superman for most of the fight if you just want to reflect, tag in and out to generate more power, and then keep reflecting. That's also a good, I mean, that's a strategy. It's not a reliable strategy, because sometimes you might get, you might run out of power, or you might have a damage over time attack. But yeah, they are really good. I feel like they have regeneration, they have power generation, they have a lot of defensive. Wonder Woman with her special 3 interrupts. Superman interrupts any special attack for 30 seconds once he's at the max passive. And these characters are, I would say Wonder Woman is the easiest one. She's a challenge character. Arkham Knight Batman, you should eventually get him, because he's a very common legendary hero, because he pops up in a ton of chests. I would just say Superman is the only one that I might see you guys having a little bit of difficulty trying to get, but he's already been, his legendary chest has been on before the anniversary sales and then after the anniversary sales, so they're really pushing him. I don't know if that's been the case for a long time, but I know that he's typically around most of the time in the store. Honestly, with just his at 3 stars, he's pretty good, because he can interrupt, and then you could use his special 2 to reflect any damage back. This team is really good. I just wouldn't put him up against the Batman Ninja team. They're also annoying. You could take them down. Like most of the time, Batman Ninja teams are not gonna have stun resistance. So as long as you just get one stun bomb in, you can just wait it out until your invincibility goes away. And I haven't been showing you guys any Darkseid or Collector of Worlds battles, but they do really good. They break those shields down. So no, yeah, only Nightmare Batman keeps popping up. I'll try to find one right now. But they're really good at breaking down those shields. The Darkseid shield can be annoying because you don't get to hit them, but they can hit you. And the Superman, this Collector of Worlds Superman, his reflective shield is also pretty annoying because you can't really, good thing they fixed it after this recent update, that you can at least hit him and he'll react to it. Hopefully we find one. But this team, as you guys could see, is very easy to win with in Arena, but in Champions Arena they're really good as well. Honestly, even if you're fighting like a top team with 3 sets of teams that you have to go against, because this team has so much regeneration and so much, like, their passives just kind of like work together, even though they weren't really meant to work together. They could still put up a good fight, and I feel like you guys would win without any problems, honestly, unless you get like a really dope team with some really good artifacts. But even then, I feel like this team could overcome that, because the only artifact that I would say is really annoying in any situation is that cryo artifact, the one that applies snowstorm, but they don't really get any types of buffs here. Like, they don't get regeneration, it just happens automatically. It's not a buff that like Aquaman gets when he uses specials, and power generation is also just a buff that immediately goes in, so they can't take that away from me. Okay, finished 5 fights and didn't lose one, and it was within 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go into Champions Arena, and hopefully we have a really tough battle to show you guys, because I mean, I guess it's kind of difficult. That League of Anarchy can seem intimidating at first, but it's not really. Like, just put your Superman in the front. He'll die, but revive once he they knock him out. He'll come back again and just switch into somebody else. Or you could also just use Wonder Woman, and since she has a artifact that brings her back to life too, then that also works out for you. And since she has dot resistance, I think 80 or 85, it's not going to be as painful. I mean, I could just honestly just back away until he tags out. Just back away, and then I could tag him for more power generation. And if you want to, like, you're like, no, I need to take out that Joker, because I feel like eventually he's gonna come back and he's gonna stun me when he dies. You can just call him back. But I do want to get Harley Quinn, because I don't know if it's the case anymore, but I feel like once Harley dies, your stun resistance is able to go back to the normal amount. I'm not sure, maybe it changed in the update, but that's how I feel. You could also go for Poison Ivy first, because as long as she's dead, they can't damage you with dots anymore. Okay, victory first fight, and then our second fight is pretty easy. I would say that her special one is very OP, just like Mythic Wonder Woman's special of number 1. But her special 2 is very handy in case you want to get this, like Gorilla Grodd with a reflective shield, but he's gonna tag out right now. And then I want to tag back in and grab him, and he's not gonna be able to reflect it because it's too late for him. The animation's too gone. Like, you can't use your special 2 once the animation is already started. And then you wanna, if she wants to tag out and you wanna regenerate health because you're about to die, just use special 2, and then she'll pop back in, and then you're gonna. If you ever mess up, special 3, and then there you go. So yeah, I think this team is really good. I wouldn't say it's the best team. I would say there's probably 2 or 3 other great teams, but this team is also very good. Again, Wonder Woman is a challenge character. Arkham Knight Batman is in the basic chests at all times, and he's in a lot of chests. He shares one with Zatanna, I think, and then he shares one with Manta, if I recall correctly. Superman, he's usually in the store very frequently, so if you guys want to just immediately just crush the competition, I'd say they are they're just really good on their own, but together they make a really good team. So yeah, that was it for today's video, and if you guys have any other suggestions for teams I could use or other teams to try out that you personally think are better, you guys should let me know in the comments down below. So thank you, bye.